Bahashem Rash. We say Barakati Hawo, Barakati Awashai, Barakati Hawo, Barakati Awashai, Barakati Hawo, Barakati Awashai, Bahashem Rash. We say double, and we give double honors to our apostles and our elders, which are the apostle elders, great millstone, with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai. 2026, the year of apostates, fallouts, and spies, man. All right, let's jump into it. The GMS Motivation call law. I got to do another one, but we have a lot of things going on in the world right now when it comes to prophecy, when it comes to everything culminating to that end. All right, the end is nigh, man. This is the most exciting time to be alive, and we must have conversations like this, because the battle, we are in the battle, we are in the front lines. Those that are doing the work, those that are listening, those that subscribe, that really have put themselves in the mindset of you are Israelite, you believe in Yahweh Shai, because that's half the battle. The next half of it is dealing with this flesh, dealing with this world, and dealing with the choices you got to make. All right, the choices you got to make is, are you going to take that mark, or you're not going to take that mark? Let's cut it as is. We're not talking about those other, the wishy-washy, the halfway crooks, the I don't know what it is and it's sin, and all those, all the BS breakdowns that have come out. Our mindset for those, this is for those that have been convinced in their own mind. You're gonna have to make that choice. So the title of this lesson is go on your feet, then live on your knees. Okay, because I was watching Apostle Elder go into the fact of knowing that some of us might have to go through the guillotines, we might have to go through those things, and if Jake hears that is not very grounded, you're gonna look at the MOTB as a woe is me. No, it's not. There's nothing. What does it say? It's nothing greater than for a man to lay down his life for his friends, and Yahweh Shai is the epitome of that. Yahweh Shai showed us how much love can come out because he didn't look towards his own flesh. Hey, shalom to those on the comment board. Shalom. He didn't look towards his own flesh and ego and live that. No, he had a weak point. That's an important part of the scriptures too. When Yahweh Shai had that moment in the Garden of Gethsemane where he said, is there any other way, Father? And the Father didn't give him any other way. So we ain't giving you no other way. We're not telling you that there's an easy way into the kingdom. Jacob's trouble we have to go through, but that's to test your merit. If you gold, you want to know you gold. If everybody ever told you in your life that you was meant for something, you was special, you might listen to it, but you might not believe it. So you have to go through those things to vilify, or to what does it say, to prove that you are that special, or you are capable of that. Just like a fighter that's never fought nobody. Hey, shalom to those coming in. Just like a fighter that's never fought anybody, you're not a champion. So for us, being hopefully elect, if we don't go through what we need to go through, then how are we gonna solidify and say that we are a part of that great number, man? Because this is the greatest time to be alive. This is Iran shown. The Lord has showed us every word that he told us was true. Nobody was talking about this Iran situation the way, starting with the apostles and the elders, were talking about it and breaking it down, Ezekiel the 38th chapter. Nobody was talking about that. Nobody's talking like that. Okay? Now it's here. Why is that here? For you to show and for you to lean on Yahweh Shai the most. The Heavenly Father showed you that, look, I'm with you. I'm with this truth. I'm with the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. It is a real thing. We are the Israelites. The Lord has spread us out through the four corners of the earth, and he's bringing us back again. Now we come into the time where the MOTB, you must prepare yourself for this. This is the greatest choice any man and any Israelite could have. Are you going to stand on your feet, or are you going to live on your knees, man? Because that's the choice. Because standing on your feet means you stood. It says, what did Ezra say? I that stood so stiffly for the name of Yahweh Shai. That's your option. You gonna stand stiffly, or you gonna curl up, man. That's the motivation we come into, man. And this the choice is coming around the corner. What does it say? It's coming around the bend. And it's not to say it to be fearful or none of that. You know, it's an honor to see this the same way Yahushua took that plunge into the Heavenly Father's will, and look what he got out of it, man. Look at the men, look at the women, look at the earth has been terraformed by the sacrifice of Yahushua, man. It echoed through time, man. Look at us that have been rose up with our apostles, elders, starting with Abba Bivens. Look at the camps that were out there on the highways and byways. Look at the brotherhood that's been formed. All of that was from Yahushua's choice, man. That was from the Yahushua's choice. And for those that look at this truth like it's entertainment, shame on you, man. Shame on you. This took the blood of a great man, a king. A king laid his life down, and through the spirit and power of Yahushua to have us doing this. That's why it says Yahushua was the firstborn of many brethren. So we come into that time where we gotta go through that Gethsemane moment, man. And it's easy choice. You either gonna take the chip and live under a evil, wicked rulership for a small moment and die, or you gonna stand on your feet for whatever it may look like. It may look like guillotine, it may look like hardship, it may look like not being where you at, it may look like your family turning backs on you, you may look like your children not taking the mark. It's okay. That's why the Lord said it. What you lose on this side, you're gonna gain 100-fold, man. We gonna gain a lot more from what we gonna lose on this side, man. But the time is coming where you must make that decision. This is an MOTB conversation, man. Because it was in my spirit when I was watching Apostle Elders. It's like, damn, yeah, it's here. It's not coming, it's here. We in that time, all we waiting for is them to implement this system, and then it's gonna be a little bit here and there, and then you're gonna have to face the choice. So you're gonna live in this society, or you're gonna trust on Yahweh Shem Yahushua. The same way when the Israelites were in the wilderness, Jake was taking more than they need to because they didn't trust in the Lord. And the Most High made the thing that they took and made it rot. So the Lord's not with you taking more than you need. He needs that faith. It's impossible to please the Heavenly Father without faith. So our mindset is trust the Heavenly Father, know your worthiness, man. If he gave you this truth, first of all, if he made you an Israelite, he could have made you a heathen, he could have made you an Edomite or Ishmaelite. You've been through. You would have been bound for slavery, man. Now you have an opportunity as an Israelite to say, you know what? You know, hey, I trust in you. That's why Yahushua said you must die. You must die to be reborn, man. Fuck this flesh. The ego you holding on to is the ego that Esau taught you, man. You know, so our choices is hold on to this truth. The MOTB will be faced. You ain't gonna be comfortable. And in that uncomfortability, the Lord is gonna make a way. Because then you're going to trust on him even more, and your relationship with the Heavenly Father is going to increase. That's what we're in the time of. The Lord is getting intimate with his elect. All right, I say it again, the Lord is getting intimate with his elect. That means it's a personal, it's a sensual thing, man. If you look up the word sensuality, it's contact. It's those that are getting you're into somebody. Just like if you're intimate with a woman, you're into them. You must be into the Heavenly Father in his words, man. All right, there's no other way to get up out of here unless you take that plunge, man. All right, and the Lord's gonna make a way. He's doing so much great things, bro. He's doing so much great things in our lives and in everything that we have set. I'll make sure the comment board. Okay, con. But everything that we looking at now is we're looking at getting up out of this flesh, and I look at that as the greatest salvation ever given to a human being. All right, especially us as Israelites, is getting up out of this flesh. No more will we be plagued by the sins of the flesh. That means we'll be perfected, just like we left perfection to come down here, man. That's why Yahushua say, "Let your will be done as in heaven as it is in earth, as in earth as it is in heaven," man. Okay. So we're getting ready to be changed in a big way. We're getting ready to taste salvation, and we're getting ready to be freed from this place, man. It says the prisoner hope to be loosed that he shall not die in the pit. All right. So